Hey everybody, AC here, and welcome back to another episode of What Will I Be Watching? This time we're talking about the summer 2022 anime season and what I watched during that time. So first off, Overlord Season 4, a must-watch. Anybody who knows Overlord knows this was peak. This season was absolute peak for Overlord. Um, next is... the devil is a next is the devil is a part timer. It says season two. However, if my memory serves, this so the original they had the original devil is a part timer. And then the second season was just called the devil is a part timer. And then the third season was called The Devil is a Part-Timer Season 2, because the people making it, who made Seasons 2 and 3, wanted nothing to do with the people who made Season 1. And so they're basically called Season 2, Season 1, and Season 3, Season 2. It's incredibly petty and stupid, but this is basically Season 3. I'm pretty sure. If my memory serves me. But regardless, it's still funny. Devil's a Part-Timer, still a funny series. Then there's season 2 of Rent-A-Girlfriend. Not as good as season 1. The only interesting thing that happened in season 2 is in the finale, where they decide that they want to make a movie, and that's like the main focus of that's basically the main focus of season 3, which was much better. And then season 4 of Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? Which was really good. So let's see. I need to rate these. Overlord season 4 must watch. Devil's a part-timer. Recommend. Rent-A-Girlfriend season 2. Cautiously recommend. Cautiously recommend. Danmachi season 4. Danmachi season 4 recommend. Black Summoner. Gonna be honest, I don't remember much about this one. I remember there's an overpowered slime in it, and that's the main reason why I decided to watch it. Because I was on a bit of a kick where I was just looking for any anime that had overpowered slimes in it at that time. That's really the extent of which I remember it. I did not particularly care for it, so don't recommend that one. My Isekai Life, better than Black Summoner, but not by much. Cautiously recommend that one. Parallel World Pharmacy. Dude gets reincarnated. It is an isekai. Dude gets reincarnated. Has this special eye that allows him to discern what's wrong with a person, what kind of disease or what kind of disease they have, or what's wrong with their body. And then because he used to be a doctor in his previous life, he's able to figure out exactly what to do to cure them. So it's a cute series. I would say I would recommend it. Then when will Ayumu-kun make his move? It's a rom-com, and kind of boring, to be honest. It's not bad, but I can't really remember most of what happens in it, so I can't really recommend it. I remember not hating it. I remember thinking it was fine, but I can't really recommend it. Orient season 2, much better than season 1. Absolutely recommend it. Absolutely recommend this one. I already talked about Orient season 1, so I'm not going to waste too much time here. But yeah, this was good. This was a absolutely fantastic follow up, and we actually get to see the main character actually get a W in this season. So yeah, absolutely recommend that one. Absolutely recommend that one. Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay, we got 3 left. We got 3 left. So there's the maid I hired recently is mysterious. This manga was made by the exact same person who made Jahi-sama. And you can tell by the art style, like the art style is very reminiscent of Jahi-sama. So, and the way the way the characters are designed, it very much reminds me of Jahi-sama. And I love that series. I love Jahi-sama. I think that was a fantastic series. And I think this is also a fantastic series. So technically, so you got a maid who's very flirty with her master, who is an orphan. His parents died. He's in elementary school, and she is basically his maid. She came to help take care. She came to help take care of him. He finds it very suspicious that she came to take care of him when he doesn't really have much money at all. His parents didn't really leave him with a whole lot. They left him with just enough to get him through, school, and food, so long as he's conservative with what he eats. He can't be stuffing his face at every meal. He has to properly ration. So like they left him with just enough to get by until he graduates school, and he has to get a job. So he can't really pay her. And yet she doesn't want pay. She just wants to be there. And he's like wondering why. Why does she want to be there so much? And she may look like an adult, but she's actually just a couple years older than him. She had a growth spurt, but she's actually only like 4 years older than him, I think. Oh, let me actually check this. I don't want to give false information. A teenager. Yeah, we don't know the exact age, but she is a teenager, and yeah, it is implied that she is anywhere. She could be anywhere from 15 to 18 years old. Meanwhile, Yuri is the main character is 11. The main character is 11, and she is somewhere from 15 to 18, with the most likely option being 16 years old. So she's just a few years old. She's just a few years older than him. So like, it's not that bad. It's not that big of an age gap. thankfully. It'd be one thing if she was, in her 20s, and thirsting for her master, but no, no, they're in the same age group. So, but it is a cute series. It is a very cute. It is a very cute series. Very wholesome, um, and just a really adorable love story. So, I would recommend it. Um, Next is Harem in the Labyrinth of Another World. Yet another anime. Yet another anime where you blur the line between anime and hentai. um, and the main character is supposed to have like the very first thing we see is the main character is like a flash forward of the main character in his like 30s, in his like mid 30s to early 40s, and he's got a harem of like 100 women that he's married to, and and then it cuts to him. It is an isekai, and it cuts to when he first finds himself in this fantasy world, and he goes on adventures, gets money, and buys ends up buying a slave. And for slaves here, they have to protect their master, but they do not do anything. They do not do anything against their will. They cannot. The master cannot make them do anything against their will. The slaves do have free will, and they are allowed to if they do not wish to provide certain services for their master, they do not have to. They will not be forced to. And a master trying to force their slave to do those services, if found out, will have all of their assets seized and will become a slave themselves. So the slaves do still have rights. It's not like full on horrible slavery. I mean, it's still bad, but it's still bad because it's slavery. It's still bad, but it's better than a lot of animes have done over the years. This one, like at the very least, is making an attempt to have it be not as bad as some of the other animes have had it. But he ends up getting a slave girl, Roxanne, who's a dog girl, and like we spend like a good 8 episodes out of 12 with just her. Well, no, the first 4 episodes, he's just trying to earn the money to get her, and then episodes 5 through 8 is basically all about her. And then episodes 9 through 12 is about the dwarf girl that he gets. And then at the very end, we hear about like 3 other girls that he ends up getting that end up being like, his core 5. We never got to to my knowledge, there's not going to be a second season, which is very unfortunate. Because like I read a little bit of the light novel and the manga that the anime is based on, and the characters that would have been introduced in the second season are infinitely more interesting than than the dwarf in season 1. Roxanne is fine. She's a perfectly fine, serviceable character. And of course, like the girls are all gorgeous. They're all absolutely stunning, absolutely beautiful. But the girls that were going to be introduced in season 2, if we had ever gotten it, are just so interesting and so unique. This was still a fun time. I still found myself enjoying enjoying the series. Um, I do wish it had gone on for longer so we could have seen the others, or at the very least shortened down the amount of time that we have to spend with each girl to 2 episodes. That way we could have gotten to a few more. You know, like have the first 2 episodes be him just trying to get his hands on one, and then episodes 3 and 4, Roxanne, 5 and 6, the dwarf, then 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 introduce the other 3 girls. That way, you get introduced to all of the main characters in one season. I wish they'd done that, but oh well. I would still say the animation is gorgeous. I would say, I don't want to say cautiously recommend, because I'm thinking about all the animes I've said cautiously recommend to, and this is definitely better than those, in my opinion. I found myself enjoying this more than those. So I would say recommend. And then lastly, Vermel in Gold. I love this series. And I really, really hope we get a season 2. This was a very fun, very entertaining series. Like main dude ends up releasing a succubus demon from a book, and makes a contract with her to be his familiar. She has a lot more power than he thought. Like, she is an immensely powerful demon, and he's using due to their contract, his power has increased by more than 100 times. And so his magic power has basically turned gold, because that's the color of her magic. Her magic is golden in color. So his has turned gold as well. And it's very entertaining, and I love all the characters. They are all very entertaining characters. There is one character who, oh frick, what was her name? I think it was like Chris, I want to say. Yeah, it's Chris. This blonde busty chick, she is basically what I imagine Tanya from the saga of Tanya the Evil. What I imagine Tanya would be like when she got a little older. Like this blonde busty chick is just a psychopath. She's just a straight psychopath, and it is absolutely freaking hilarious when she goes off. When she goes off, it is so funny. It is so funny and so fun to witness. So, yeah, I like her. She's a fantastic character. All the characters are fantastic. So yeah, I would definitely say this is a must watch. This is a fantastic show, and Vermel has like one of the saddest backstories I've seen in a long time. Like, I still think about her backstory to this day and how just downright depressing her backstory is. So, I'm not going to spoil it here, but go watch the series. It is absolutely wonderful. Not enough people watched it when it came out, so I highly doubt we will ever get a season 2. But it deserves it. It deserves a season 2. It's so good. Anyway, so that's it. So that's it. That's the end of the that's all the animes. So next up we got let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 10. Oh god, freaking 16 animes. Oh god, no. No! 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 Freaking 16 animes. Oh no! Ugh. Alright. That sucks. That really freaking sucks. 16 of them. Okay. Anyway. So with that said, thank you everybody so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. If you did enjoy, please like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, all that good jazz. Let me know what your favorite anime was from this seasonal lineup. Anyway, I will see you all in the next video. Take care, everybody.